It is time for today's Find a Friend segment, sponsored by our friends at Rascal Animal Hospital. And today's segment is for all the dog lovers out there who want to help the animals, but they're unable to adopt a pet for whatever reason. So instead of being a pet owner, you may want to consider becoming a foster parent for animals in need. Susan Smith and Donna Shearer from the Franklin County Dog Shelter and Adoption Center join me today with more, and a pet as well. Welcome, ladies. Nice to see you.
Welcome.
And Django here is looking for a home, isn't he, Susan?
He is very much looking for a home. Donna is kind of keeping him quiet because he would love to go run and play. He's an example of a dog that has a lot of energy, and he's young. He's under a year old, and so he gets pretty bored, you know, spending day after day at the shelter waiting for his real home to come along.
What do you think he is, and have you been able to tell if he's good with other dogs, good with children?
He is really fun with other dogs. He needs a big playmate because he likes to romp and wrestle, and so he wouldn't be good with a small dog or a timid dog. But if you have another big dog that loves to just wrestle and play, that's exactly his play style. And he would probably be fine with older kids, but the one thing we do know is he needs to be in a home without cats.
Okay.
He's turned in because
Donna's laughing.
the home who had him previously didn't have time for him, but they did have a cat, and he delighted in chasing the cat.
Oh,
so.
Well, Donna, you volunteer for many things at the shelter. Pups like these, some of them just don't do well in a shelter situation, do they? And is that the purpose of these, foster homes for these pets?
Yes, he's very active, energetic. He needs a lot of exercise. So if he got into a home where he could get, be active in a home with another dog, be walked. He's just awesome after he's had some exercise. He just really needs that.
And Susan, you said many dogs find it hard to adjust to a shelter. There's a lot of noise in there.
Yeah. Believe it or not, when he came in, he was quite shy. And a lot of dogs are just really spooked by the environment of being in a building with 200 other dogs. It's loud, it's noisy, it never really gets quiet. So some dogs adjust pretty easily, others don't. So for the dogs that are just not comfortable in the shelter, getting them out and into a foster home is really our best bet.
And how long are these dogs usually fostered?
It varies. We have different dogs. A dog like him might be in a foster home for a month or two until he gets finally the right person comes along and adopts him. We have dogs that are just shy and recovering from some kind of a medical treatment. They might only be in a foster home for a couple of weeks till they get adopted. If it's a fluffy little Shih Tzu or something, something cuddly, yeah, tiny and cuddly, they don't last long. And then we get puppies. Someone will bring us a whole litter of young puppies, and those are just a short-term foster commitment.
Well, speaking of that commitment then, Donna, what kind of commitment is involved in fostering an animal, and what does the shelter provide? I mean, do you provide food and things? So you do help in the financial part of keeping that dog?
Oh yes, they pay for all the food, health care, the medical care of the animal. Of course, all the food is provided.
It's just basically, we'll set you up because if you need a crate, we'll send you home with a crate. Some toys, some basic supplies. You're really just making a commitment of time so much. It's not going to cost you anything to foster the dog. You just have to have the time to spend and work with the dog.
To be a good parent.
To be a good dog parent, to give it exercise, to let it play with your dog, to work with it on some basic obedience and manners that will make it more adoptable.
Well, if people are interested, you have an event coming up, don't you, Susan, that
We
really
do.
fills everyone in on what they need to do and what's expected of them.
We're calling it a foster fair. It's going to be this Sunday afternoon at the shelter. Actually, this was Donna's idea because we just wanted to encourage people to come find out more about it. And so we'll be there, people from the shelter, and we're also inviting area rescue groups to come and talk about their foster programs. So if you are interested in fostering, it's the perfect place to come get all your answers to all your questions, find out what the options might be. You can find out if maybe fostering for the shelter would be the right thing, or maybe you'd like to foster for the little Shih Tzu guys. We're all going to be there. And so, for people who are thinking about, hey, I might, it's a really good place to come talk to people and find out what it's all about.
Good opportunity. Well, we hope someone out there wants a very active dog like Jake.
He just needs a running buddy.
Yeah, he does.
Another dog.
And a place to run.
Yes.
Yes. Ladies, thank you so much, and good luck on your event.
Thank you.